Hello, and welcome to this workshop. My name is Marche, and in this video, we will be reviewing how to write resumes and cover letters. You will learn the purpose of a resume and a cover letter, the different types of resumes and how to choose the best format for your job search, how to develop and format your resume, how to write a cover letter that works with your resume, and the do's and don'ts for effective resumes and cover letters. A resume is a concise summary of your education, certifications, licenses, and experience. It is a sales tool to show potential employers what you can offer their company or organization and how you can meet their needs. A well-written resume makes recruiters or hiring managers excited to meet you. Employers use resumes to screen candidates and create a short list for potential interviews. Your resume should emphasize your strengths and capture the attention of the hiring manager in a good way. They want to see if you have the relevant skills and education for the job opening, to understand what value you can bring to the company, and to get a good idea if you might be a good fit for the corporate culture. All of that is just from your resume. So let's look at the 3 most common resume formats and how to choose the best format for you. The chronological resume lists your work experience in reverse chronological order, starting with your most recent position at the top. This format helps to tell your story of steady work history and career growth. Most applicants use this type of resume, and it is the format that employers are most familiar with, so we will focus on the chronological resume in this video. The other types of resumes are functional and combination resumes. A functional resume highlights your skills instead of your work history. Now, this might be a good choice to highlight transferable skills if you're just starting out your career or to de-emphasize gaps in your work history. While combination resumes allow you to emphasize your skills and work experience that are relevant to the job. This format is an option for workers who might have a diverse employment history or people making a career change. Let's take a closer look at the chronological resume. Your goal is to create a professional-looking document that emphasizes your education, steady work history, and skills, and allows a hiring manager to easily imagine you filling the open job position. So how do you do that? Start with the basics, the resume heading. Your resume heading should contain your name, city and state, phone, and email contact. You should list one phone number where you can be reached or a number with an appropriate voicemail greeting where an employer can leave a message. Since you may be applying for jobs outside of Long Beach, be sure to include your area code. Your email address needs to be professional as well. The most common format is firstname.lastname@internetprovider.com. Remember, employers will do an online search for you, so make sure your name on your resume matches your professional online profiles. Here's a tip. If you've made the effort to develop your LinkedIn profile with a professional headshot, detailed work history, and meaningful connections, it's a great idea to extend your resume by adding your LinkedIn profile to the heading. The next section is the objective statement. This is an optional statement, 1 to 2 sentences that tell the hiring manager what position you're applying for, describe your strongest abilities, and how these abilities will make you successful in the job. The objective statement should be targeted to the position that you're applying to and focused on the employer. Don't use generic language or cliches in your objective statement. Think of this as a branding statement that sets you apart from other candidates. Don't talk about salaries, schedules, vacation times, or badmouth previous employers. Use this next section to list your academic experience. Start with your most recent academic degrees and certificates, then build your list in reverse chronological order. Here, you will write out the official title of your degree, certificate, or license, the name of the institution, along with its city and state, where you earned the honor, and the date of completion or expected completion. You may include high school, training courses you've taken here at Long Beach City College, and even study abroad experience. Employers value your interest in education. A well-formatted academic experience section can let them know at a glance if you have the knowledge needed for the position. But classes don't tell your entire story. The work experience section of your resume is designed to show off your qualifications to a potential employer. Here, you will list any jobs that you've worked going back the last 10 years. Start with your current or most recent job and include all of the work experience in reverse chronological order. Work experience includes full-time and part-time work, volunteer work, and paid and unpaid internships. For each job, be sure to include the name of your employer with their city and state, dates of employment, your job title, be sure to italicize this, and 3 to 5 bulleted job duties or accomplishments. Here's a tip. Add metrics whenever you can. Relevant, measurable numbers that quantify your experience, such as increased sales, decreased job accidents, frequency of deliveries, the number of trainees. The last section on our checklist is for your skills and certifications. This part of the resume shows the hiring team what else you bring to the table. This is where you list your hard or technical skills. Are you fluent in a second or third language? Know how to build and use spreadsheets? Certified in mechanical repairs? A licensed truck driver or scuba diver? That information would go here. Employers are also interested in your soft skills, such as problem solving, effective listening, work ethic, and leadership. Now, while these skills are a little harder to define, it is just as important to develop your soft skills and list them on your resume. Showing a balanced skill set on your resume helps the hiring manager imagine you as an employee who can build the company culture. If it's relevant to the position that you're applying for, you can also add other things to your resume, such as professional organizations you belong to or professional activities you've participated in. Just be sure to follow the same format and style as the other headers. Your resume is often the first impression a potential employer has of you. Make it a good impression. Proofread your resume or ask someone to proofread it for you. Always keep your resume updated. Present skills and accomplishments that match the job that you're applying to. Find new ways to highlight yourself and your experience. If you have limited work experience, be sure to include any volunteer work or include courses you are taking that relate to the field you plan to enter. Don't include photos on your resume or any personal information beyond your contact number and email. Again, proofread your resume. Have a trusted friend or job coach proofread it, and then proofread your resume again. You're almost ready to start sending out your resume, but you need one more tool in your kit, a cover letter. A cover letter is a more personal introduction. It should be unique for each job that you apply for, and it should show a little bit more of your personality. Do some research on the company first to get a sense of their workplace culture. Just like your resume, start your cover letter with a heading that has your contact information, the name and the title of the hiring manager, and the name of the company that you're applying to. Don't use "Dear Sir" or "Ma'am" or "To whom it may concern" in your greeting. And here's another tip. You can usually find the hiring manager's name either on the company website or by researching through LinkedIn. You want to catch the reader's attention with the opening paragraph. Mention the position that you're applying for. Give the employer a clear idea of your skills, your personality, and your work style, and how you can add value to their company. Don't write a generic opening. Hiring managers read hundreds of cover letters for each job opening. Which of these 2 examples makes you want to keep reading? Dear Sir, I'd like to work as a sales manager at Waybiz Inc. I've worked as a sales manager at Fesco Inc. for 5+ years, so I believe I'd be a good fit for the position. Dear Eliza, my name is Michael and I'd like to help Waybiz hit and exceed their sales goals as a sales manager. I've worked with Fesco Inc., a fintech company, for 3+ years. As a sales representative, I generated an average of $30,000 in sales per month, beating the KPIs by around 40%. I believe that my previous industry experience, as well as excellence in sales, makes me the right candidate for the job. In the body of the email, write 1 to 2 paragraphs that demonstrate exactly how you're going to meet the needs of the company. Remember those action verbs and metrics we use to write your resume? Use them here. Instead of saying something generic like, "I'm a problem solver," take a sentence or 2 to explain the details of an actual problem you encountered in your experience and how you used your skills to solve it. The body of your cover letter can also include details on your academics, career, leadership, or volunteer experiences. The final paragraph is the closing. Thank the hiring manager for their time and then end with a call to action. Let the hiring manager know that you look forward to meeting them in person to offer more information or to discuss your experience and knowledge. After you've written your one-page cover letter, proofread it and then have someone else proofread it as well. An accurate and well-written resume and cover letter are tools to get you the interview. The LBCC Career Center is another resource that you can use. Check out Career Coach for Students. This online service can help you build your resume and format it with strong job descriptions. After you submit your resume through Career Coach, someone from the LBCC Career Center staff will review it for spelling and accuracy before you send it out to a potential employer. Thank you for watching.